Doing? Let's get today's message out. This is Vestaangelstarot, INC. Welcome. Today is April the 14th, 2021. Make sure you remember, like, if I don't put out a message, you're welcome to go and look at a past message. Okay, so we have the Hermit. Virgo, Venus is in Virgo right now, Vedic Sidereal. Okay, so like I've been telling you, until September the 6th, a lot of you are going to get information or will tend to need to work harder for your relationship, or it's going to separate. Okay, everything in your relationship right now is becoming very critical because it's a do or die moment. It's going through a transformation. All right. So you may be coming across very nitpicky, or your spouse or your mate is, because you're wanting the situation or the relationship to become or to show a more sense of responsibility. Okay, you may be very analytical about what your spouse or what your lover is doing right now, and that's the paying attention to the close details of Virgo 6th house. Now, whatever your relationship is going to transform into, it will be a delay. Okay, so Venus is causing you to, or asking you, do you still have the same type of attraction to your lover, to your spouse, to your relationship as you once did? Okay, some of you may be Venus as Taurus or Libra or Virgo, or you could still have the moon rising of Venus or Mars, okay, or an ascendant, a moon. But you're becoming more conscientious, thinking about your situation and the person that you're with. Okay, now some of you in your love relationship right now, one of you are being more attracted to people on the outside of your partnership or your relationship right now. And I could just be talking to couples or people who are together with somebody. Okay, this may not necessarily be you for this part of the message, but Venus is also making you more attractive to people if you are single. Okay, asking you, are you ready to put work in, the work and the effort into having a partnership? Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Now, also dealing with your health. Okay, some of you need to pay a lot more close attention to your health right now. It could be very critical. Okay, because a storm could be brewing. It could be an unexpected end to either your health matters, or something can be brewing up as a health matter and you don't know it. Okay, and it can be over and done, or the end to it. But the universe is asking you to be liberated, okay, and to, relocate yourself. Understand where you're going with your health right now. Make the changes that you need to do. Some of you could be migrating or connecting with other people when it comes to different health issues. So it could be like a class. It could be talking to your doctor and they give you some type of helpful resource, such as a clinic. You could be migrating around the same type of people, that needs the same type of health care that you do. So it could be like a physical therapy or something like that. Okay, so make sure you understand what your body is telling you. Okay, see there, networking, going around other people. You also could be reaching out to people on social media. It's lots of herbal people like on Facebook that you could be networking with, or joining that type of classes that they have. Good morning, Stagner. It also could be a lot of people on Facebook or Instagram that you may be following. What is that other thing? TikTok. You could be listening to some different type of social media platforms that talks about health, nutrition, telling you about different herbs or pills or smoothies. Okay. And I feel that this could be your quest right now, because with Virgo being highlighted right now, okay, your health is being also highlighted. things that you may not have necessarily noticed before about your health are coming up to the surface. It could also be because of your age. Okay, maybe something in your history or in your ancestry. Your lineage is coming more pronounced in your health right now. And it didn't show up before. And it's because you're becoming a certain age now. That could be high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, lupus, something dealing with your spine. It also could be insulin or some type of shots that you never knew that you needed. Okay, but things can be coming up to the surface. So make sure that you are on top of this. If you need to make a health checkup, and this is just a reference, this is just information. I'm not a medical doctor or a psychologist. I put all of that in my description box. So you need to make an appointment with your health provider. Okay, get some type of blood work done, your pressure checked. Okay, the iron in your blood. Okay. All right. Okay, because at first my cards didn't want to shuffle, so now they're shuffling. I guess I had to get that quick message out. And again, you know, some toxic things such as, you know, drinking, smoking, the hookahs, your sexual activity, anything that is a vice, spending too much money as a retail therapy, you know, to make you feel better, but you know, you're going to get that huge bill on your credit card at the end of the month or whatever. Okay, just make sure that you're paying attention to your vices that you are leading yourself to in order to avoid a type of situation. Okay. All right, let's just throw out some things here. You also may find yourself more attracted to somebody. It don't necessarily have to be an ex. It could be a person that you're interested in. Maybe you did date this person, but you never were in a really a solid relationship. Maybe you were just getting to know this person, you know, and things kind of dwindled down a little bit. So Venus is also asking you, are you still wanting pleasure with this person? Are you still attracted to them? But you're paying, you know, you're very analytical of this person right now because you're coming from a healing standpoint and you're learning with your wisdom. Okay, you're carrying your wisdom over into this situation and you don't want to make the same mistake twice. Okay, so you're becoming very nitpicky. You know, well, why are you doing this? Why do you think like that? You know, why are you trying to buy this? You know, why are you spending money on this? Well, why do you feel about relationships? Well, why do you want to get married? What's the purpose of that? You know, it just seems like you're becoming very nitpicky of the things that they talk about, how they think. Also, for some of you, the person or you could be nitpicky about how they look, how they dress. Why are you wearing your hair like this? You know, and it's just you being very analytical because it's you questioning yourself on if you really see this person as partnership material. Okay, so but be still very careful of that because you don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings because you're, yes, it's being observant, but you want to be very careful. Okay. All right. So yes, because you may feel that right now you're not ready to go with the flow, or you may not feel right now that it's not going anywhere, whether you're partnered up or whether you're single. Okay. This also could be your dating life or a person that you were interested in. Maybe it came to a halt in some type of way. If you are still dating the person, the reason you're becoming analytical is, like I said, because the next phase of Venus is partnership or marriage. Okay. And you're trying to really see where can you go with this relationship? Where can you go with this particular person? Can you go with this person towards your future? Okay. The ship's in reverse. Are you willing to take this adventure with this person? Okay, some of you may have just gotten back from a trip, or maybe you're planning some type of trip. You don't have to be to the other side of the world. Okay, it could be an hour or two away, 45 minutes away. Go over to the next state. You could go to the beach or some type of lakefront. Okay, and maybe this is what you're thinking of right now because you're ready to enjoy pleasure as Venus. Okay, so that can be where you're about to spend some money because Venus is luxury. She likes to spend money on food, clothing, hair, necessities, nails. You're wanting to be and look and feel more attractive right now, especially if you are a Virgo, Libra, Taurus, or a Leo. Okay, so movement is at a halt. So regardless of you or whoever you're thinking about, or even if you're single, okay, this person is not coming towards you right now because there's still some analytical things that you need to look at about and within yourself. Okay. And that's because Venus in Virgo. And please remember that I do follow and practice Vedic sidereal, not Western. Okay. So, like I said, Venus is in Virgo. Yep, there it goes, the man. Whether you're the man or the man is coming towards you. Okay, it could be same sex, whatever. Okay, I'm not here to go through all of that. But like I said, it could be a person that you know, or this could be you, or a potential as a boyfriend, a fiance, or somebody becoming a spouse to you, or becoming a love interest. Even if this is somebody you're dating, or even if you want to call it your ex, they're still not coming towards you. Okay? If this is you as a masculine, you're wondering where you're going now far as your future. Who do you want to be with? Okay, you're being very analytical within and about yourself. Are you ready for a spouse? Are you ready to ask somebody to marry you as a masculine? Okay. Now we have the Hierophant in reverse. You see what I'm saying? It's still some spiritual values it can be that is a difference between you and this other person, and that also could be some of your analytical views, being very nitpicky because they're not the same spiritual value as you, or look at spirituality the same as you, or maybe you don't have any particular spirituality or some type of spiritual views. Okay, maybe you just don't believe in any of that. Okay, but this person is more spiritual. Maybe they're being nitpicky to you. Well, you need to go to church and you need to praise God, and all of that. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay, but the Hierophant in reverse is also your higher self, a sense of higher learning. Okay, but I feel that you are, because of Venus being in Virgo, you're not as stubborn. Okay, you're listening, but you also are debating back and forth with this person. And again, if this does not resonate with you, remember that the cards are foresight. Okay, that's what tarot cards are. The oracle cards are about wisdom and insight and understanding, enlightenment. It's not for me to tell you what all went on in the past. We already know all that, right? So this is what is coming towards you, something as an epiphany that I'm giving you an awareness of. Okay, so it's still some things within inside of you, or your surroundings, your home, your work, your job, your career, that you're still trying to get stable right now. Okay, and this can be as your masculine, whether you're a woman or a man. Okay, because the masculine is the energetic side of you. Okay, that causes you to take action. And with the ships in reverse, you're trying to figure out, what is my next step? What do I want to go toward next? Okay. And I feel that, you could use a little bit more grounding right now, especially with Venus being in Virgo. And like I said, if you're partnered up with somebody, or living with somebody, or thinking about partnering up with somebody as a relationship, you want this relationship to be very grounded. You don't want something of what you occurred from your past. Okay. And right now, either you or your spouse is not showing you a level of dependable. Okay. This also could be this person or you needing to ground yourself and figure out what you want next. That's how your ships are going to sail away. Okay. It's also showing me that the time, the money and energy and love and intimacy and home, money, everything that you have already invested into this man or into that you're willing to give to a new relationship. You want to make sure spiritually that you are grounded, that you are ready for this commitment. Okay. And the universe is asking you to be in your higher self, not as a 3D person. Temperance. Some of you could be Sag or dealing with the Sag, Taurus, like I already said, Libra, but it's temperance. It's you also tempering your own self, your own emotions. This is also you coming together to blend your feelings and emotions with another person, whether they're new, okay, and they will become a love interest to you in your future, or whether they're already a boyfriend, spouse, or a fiance, or somebody that you know. All right. So stay optimistic. Okay. Be happy. Be outspoken. Say what you're looking for. Don't keep your feelings hidden. Speak with your higher self. Okay. Also, desire knowledge right now. Ask questions. That's what I was going over about being nitpicky, being very analytical, whether it's somebody you're already with or the person that you will meet in the future. Okay. Stay enthusiastic right now. Temperance is also the angels that are like calming you down from a spiritual standpoint and from an emotional standpoint so that you can blend your emotions with the other person, whether they come back into your life, whether you start this back up as a situation or a relationship, or whether this is somebody new. Because right now you're very independent, and that also could be an epiphany for you. Well, I'm by myself, I'm living myself, I'm taking care of myself, I'm very independent. Okay. Yes, I may be irresponsible when it comes to some things, but I'm working on that within myself. Or this is what you're getting an enlightenment. Okay. But it is time for you to take an adventure soon, which is to meet somebody new or to connect with somebody. Now, if you're already partnered up, like I said, you're trying to balance your emotions right now and temper your emotions because of what this person's spouse or lover is not showing you. They're showing you a level of irresponsibility. Okay, not keeping up with the bills or giving their portion for the bills, or if you are letting this person fully take care of you and you don't really do anything, you could be nitpicky, okay, very analytical about how they are taking care of their responsibilities when it comes to the children, when it comes to the home. All right, and you're trying to temper your emotions toward this person. But it may also be that it has came to a certain conclusion now, okay, that you're tired of figuring out all of the solutions for the problems. Okay, because for some of you, you may be the more intelligent one, or it's up to you to use your intelligence to figure out and be the solution and the key to all the problems, even though you allow this other person to, if you want to say, run the show. Okay. But the insight, the clarity, like I said, is coming. You're about to be liberated. You're going to have a breakthrough. Now, also, you could also, this could be a child's father or a child's mother to you. And you're tired of being a helpful person to this other person. It seems like always they're never going anywhere. They also could have multiple lovers. Okay. And it's kind of like you're tired of tempering your emotions to have to still deal with this person, to be the key, to be the solution for everything that they don't do, or to fix their problems. Okay. Because they keep coming off irresponsible. But you will soon be liberated from the situation. Okay. Because it also could be that the universe is about to put somebody else in this person's life, and that's going to be the key and solution, and they're going to pretty much temper themselves away from you. Okay. There go the justice, like I said. It's coming up in reverse. All right. So you really desire a lot of harmony, and you're trying to balance your life and things out right now. Some of you are purchasing a large purchase, or buying a large purchase, such as a home, or you already did, or some type of vehicle, something that's going to cost you a large sum of money. Okay. And it can be that some of you, your car has recently broke down, or you're trying to get it fixed. Okay. And it's making you very upset here. You're just not finding the right company or the right person or people to work on your vehicle. But it may be somebody that you already know that can bring in the solution to help to fix your vehicle. Okay. Now, justice in reverse right now. Some of you may still be waiting on your passport or your visa to get approved. Okay. And you're getting upset because you're wanting to go ahead and travel. But like I said, with Venus being in Virgo, it will be a delay. Okay, for some of you, it won't be until after September the 6th. And there you go. Then you're going to get the communication. You're going to be able to connect and overcome that barrier. Go ahead and travel, or go take care of what you need to. But a sense of compromise is also coming in. Okay. So like I said, with Venus being in Virgo, you're being analytical of your partnership, of the situation that you're dealing with, this person. And it is going to be a solution that is going to come for you and this person. Okay. It's going to be some type of communication or talk that's going to happen. But you may not feel very justified about what this other person say or the solution. Okay. You may not feel justified in the solution. So you may want to feel liberated, which is to break free. Okay, maybe this person is still trying to hold you back or lock you down, and you're just really trying to overcome this barrier because you're really feeling like you're upset, you're tired, you're restless of the situation, and you're becoming more outspoken. You're gaining more knowledge also spiritually through and as your higher self. And this is what you're finding out is actually the solution and the insight that maybe you don't want commitment at this time. For some of you, you don't want to be committed to this person anymore. Okay, but you still want harmony though. But the Justice card in reverse for me is that some of you may also be separating from this person. Okay, after Venus leaves Virgo, because the insight or what you feel is the solution of the key is just to break free. Okay, you've been very helpful in a situation and to this person for a very long time. You haven't got the balance or the justice or the harmony or felt very peaceful in this relationship. And it also could be for some of you, this other person is saying that they don't want to get married, or you may be saying you don't want to marry this person. Okay, and this is going to make this person upset. That's going to make this person upset. So it's going to be a talk. You will come together and have a talk with this person between now and September the 6th. Okay, and it's going to be before Libra season though. And Libra season for me, Vedic Sidereal, will be, you'll have a talk with this person before October the 16th. Okay. Because a solution needs to be done. A solution needs to be talked about. Are you still going to stay together? Are you still going to live together? Do you want to move in or let this person move in with you? Because you're balancing your own emotions of what you want. You may not want to be locked down right now or felt locked down. Because right now it seems like spiritually you're understanding and getting your own insight, and you wanting to unlock all of that within you. Okay. The Church in reverse. Remember I kept saying about spiritual values, family values, a certain religion, a collective consciousness, a sense of programming, a sense of tradition. Somebody is having a change of mind. Either that, or this is what is happening within you, which is your set of principles or your sense of programming from the people here on this earth, from humans. Okay, and I went over this before a long time ago. We all have a set of programming. Okay, regardless of however you think that we don't, we do. We all have a set of programming, and it's up to you spiritually to do your own set of spiritual and higher self and not be part of the programming as the collective. And I give you a couple of quick examples. We all are set in a set of programming by this world by getting up, okay, early in the morning, sending the kids off to school, okay, between 6, 7, and 8 and 9 a.m. They get out at a certain time. A lot of you, as a routine, for some of you that are able, you go and pick your child up from school or walk them home from school. Okay, a set of programming is they come home, they start on their homework. A set of programming is a lot of you work a 9 to 5, a 8 to 4 job. Okay, separate from the people who are doing entrepreneurship. I'm just telling you an example of a set of programming. This is how the world has set us up as a sense of programming. Okay, marriage, signing the contract, going to the courthouse. A set of programming is that a lot of people go and buy a white wedding dress. Okay, they go and spend hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s on a type of wedding, on a venue, right? And then as a set of programming, they go and take some type of trip as a honeymoon. That is a set of programming. Okay, everybody does that. Mostly everybody. Also, a set of religious belief or a type of spiritual consummate, or to be intimate with your about to be husband or wife, to consummate, to be intimate, to bind the spiritual relationship or marriage together. Okay, some people have a certain religious belief, such as putting the henna or whatever on their hands when they get married. They have a certain of dressing for their marriage or religious belief or religious ceremony. Okay, that's a tradition from their heritage, from their family legacy, right? Everybody has a certain type of dogma or certain type of religious practice that they do. Okay, but I'm just giving you certain examples. We all have a set of programming. We have been taught to get up every morning, to brush your teeth, to take a shower, or people may take showers or baths at night, however you want to say it. All of that is a sense of programming. You was programmed on learning how to tie your shoe. Okay? You were set as a program to carry a book bag to school, to be quiet while you're in class, to have paper and pen. You get what I'm saying. Okay, we all come from a set of religious beliefs and also a type of programming by being a human on this earth. But the universe is saying that you don't have to keep following that same type of pattern. It's up to you to live your life on what's best for you and with your spiritual insight and clarity, okay, and wisdom for your spirit and for your soul is not always following the masses. We have already been set up with rules and regulations to follow that other humans has put in place for us. There were not necessarily spiritual values that was set up for us. And some people, it may be a certain book or religion or rules and regulations, a set of tradition or programming that was set up by them through religion, through their faith, through their ancestry, through their legacy, right? But somebody is breaking out of this. You know, I know in the States used to have, I don't know if it's still around, that if you lived with somebody more than 10 years, you were common law married, not necessarily the Libra and reverse here, a paper marriage where that a judge signed off on it. Okay. So what I'm saying is that you allow another human being to nominate you through a piece of paper that you're married to this person, but it's through spiritual. You understand? That's a human thing, that a sense of programming that you must go before a judge and get a permit. Okay, get blood work done to make sure that you're not related to the person. All of that is man-made rules and structure, a sense of programming that we all must abide by and to live by according to the 3D or to this world. But the universe is saying that all of that is not your higher self and not coming from your spiritual self. That's coming from 3D. But I'm going to move on from that instead of keep trying to explain. But you're very intelligent. You understand what I mean. It's up to you to break out of that sense of programming. And somebody is right here. Okay. It can be somebody don't want to get married. And for the purpose of getting married is really, I know, right, Stagner? You can be happy and comfortable with living with somebody from a spiritual standpoint, and you get together, your emotions and everything blend together. Okay, you're each other's solutions. It don't necessarily have to be a paper contract coming from another human nominating and saying that, okay, now you're connected to this person. You're already connected to this person spiritually, but it may be up to you to see it through your higher self instead of through paperwork from a judge. Okay. And somebody may also try and communicate this over, or this is something that you may want to communicate or try to talk to this person about. All right. So let's move on. Beyond illusion in reverse. So it's not an illusion, or it's going to come into as an insight. Okay. It's not hard for you to see it and believe it. It's not way out there into the universe where you can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't understand it. You're going to understand it through your higher self. Okay? Because only man controls us here on earth, but we're spiritual beings living a human life. And no matter how much people or other humans that feel like they run this world, but they really don't, that's all about programming. Okay? They cannot run our spiritual self. They can only run us as humans. And you must remember that. Stay in your higher self. I need your third eye of awareness to open up and see through awareness. Okay? Through your higher self. See things. Be aware. Okay? Don't look at somebody through what they wear, how they look. Look at them through the spiritual insight. Yes? Morality. You see that? Morality. All about morals. And both of them came in reverse. So something dealing with your morals is about to come to the surface. Okay, something dealing about how you feel, your own family values, marriage. As a collective consciousness, we should be looking and paying attention to our morals, not doing and going by what everybody else do. All right. Also, your sense of tradition. It's up to you to change that tradition. If you're one of the older ones that are left to live and to do your sense of legacy, okay? Because maybe you're one of the ones that will be carrying out the future legacy, okay? Start setting a new tradition for the younger people in your family, okay? It's kind of like you need to break out of the sense of programming. It's time to break out of that. Okay, some of you are changing your sense of principles, or you need to look at them very much more closely. That could be also holding you back from marriage and partnership right now. And this is why you're not dating. This is why you're not really going nowhere in your love life. This is what I mean by Venus being in Virgo, you being very analytical. I'm not saying anything wrong with you, okay? But what is your own family values? Are you following your own ancestor or your lineage type of values and traditions? Or are you going by your own spiritual higher self of your values? Okay? Or you're following the masses? Well, no, we have to get married first and have the judge sign off on us. Okay, then I can be with you. Right? Who said that? That was passed down and told to you from grandmama to great grandmama and everything like that, based on what everybody else did before you as a collective. You set your own rules and regulations. You're your own higher self, your own spiritual self. It's about how you want to do something. All right. Innocence in reverse. Now, some of you may be, like I said, really going over, or will be going over. See their aloneness. You will be going over within you. Why are you alone? Why do you want to be alone? Okay? Or why you are feeling like you're alone on this path right now. Of course, you are going to be alone because it's your own spiritual journey. Okay? Now you're going to entertain and deal with other people while you are walking your own adventure, your own journey, because you're born by yourself. So you're already going to be alone. Okay? It's just that the key and the solution is your moral values while you are walking your own adventure. That's how you allow different people to entertain or to be in your life based on how you do and see your morality. You're very smart. You understand. Okay? You're seeking insight. You're seeking wisdom right now. You're desiring more knowledge when it comes to your spiritual and higher self, which is good. You're supposed to, because your spiritual self is learning and gaining more knowledge as being a human shell. Because as your spiritual self, you didn't come with morals. You gained the morals through, thank you, angels, okay? You gained the morals through the traditioning, the programming, and the collective consciousness. And then different dogma and different set of religions was put on top of you for you to have to abide by. Okay? Us dealing with Valentine's Day. That's a man-made holiday. Halloween is a man-made holiday. Thanksgiving is really a man-made holiday. All of that is a sense of programming. And I'm not saying that you have to believe in it or you don't believe in it. It's something that you kept doing as something that was passed down, something that was set as a rule and regulation that you had to abide by, most of you being as a U.S. American. Okay? Don't get me started. Okay? It's up to you to break that. Are you going to spend all your money on a Valentine's? You go and spend $50 on balloons for Valentine's to give that to a lover who's cheating on you. Because the industry, as a collective consciousness, wants to make money off of you. All of that is a set of programming. Valentine's was nowhere put in no type of religious book of morals. It's time to break out of that stuff. Okay? Now, for the people who are aggravated, they're not in their sense of higher learning and knowledge. because they're going to get upset and say, what's wrong with Valentine's Day? I love Valentine's Day. Yeah, because you're part of the collective. It's time to set yourself free and separate from the collective and to walk your spiritual journey, because that's what you are. You go and spend all that money on Thanksgiving. You let the family come together for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay? And then what? Half of you get to arguing. You sit around and get drunk and drink. The family done got together, so now y'all talking about each other and all of that. What's so family Thanksgiving about that? It's just something that was done and said. You don't even really know if that's how Thanksgiving was started. That was put in a book, and that was taught to you as a collective and passed down from each family as a family value. You weren't even there. You weren't even born. You don't know how Thanksgiving was even started. It was put in a book based on a rule that this world, as other human beings, trying to control other human beings from the get-go. Okay? The Fool card in reverse. Not walking your spiritual path. Now, some of you may be like, well, I'm so tired of hearing about this spiritual path. Well, you're a spiritual being. Your shell wouldn't be able to walk around if your spirit wasn't in it. So you can't get tired of spiritual values. Some of you need to figure out what is your spiritual value. Not your morals or your morality. Okay? Now, the Fool card in reverse is some of you all are scared to be in a more spiritual relationship than a 3D, because you're so used to and trained of having so much trauma and drama and dramatic issues, losing money, letting people stay with you, helping other people out. You're so tired of all that same type of repetitive situation that you just rather be alone. But that's not necessarily your future. If you live in your spiritual morals, you're going to abide by or escape all of that other 3D stuff, because you're going to cut people off and it don't get to that point. So now you're hesitating on your adventure. The Fool. The Fool is, when they say take a leap of faith, that's because if the Fool jump off the cliff, it's based on the faith of their spirituality that they're going to land and be carried to the next place where they need to be. Because the Fool card is a 0. It's a reset. Okay? It's a reset. So coming after 12th house of Pisces, which can be your death or your ascension, the universe keeps giving you resets. The reset is when you wake up every day. Okay? Some people don't. So they end in 12th house. The 12th house starts a reset back to 0. First house, which is you, yourself, and I. Your spiritual self. Your higher self. Your personality, your body, your appearance. You, yourself, and I is first house. So you end 12th house of Pisces and you have a 0, a reset, and go back to first house, which is the rebirth. And then you do first house of Aries all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back to 12th house of Pisces again. And then you go back to another 0 for a reset. But you have to have the faith and the spirituality that source or God, or however you want to say it, has your back. Okay. And you're putting your faith and your knowledge and your spiritual values in that, not in human. And that can pertain to anything. A relationship coming to you, a person that you can marry and be with for your future. Some of you are not believing or keeping the faith in that. You're putting your spiritual value and faith into source or God, or however you want to say it. Okay? Because of what the 3D or people in the 3D keep showing you. And this is why you want, see, needing to master oneself. Before you can control and master somebody else and be nitpicky and analytical over other people, you ain't even mastered yourself yet. You don't even know how to control yourself, be in your higher self, to stay in your higher self, to leave all the different vices alone. And believe me, I'm included. Okay, everybody. That's mastering oneself. If you want to put it as, what do they call it? A monk. A monk has mastered oneself. Not part of the collective, not part of the collective consciousness, but mastering oneself. Bottom of the deck is isolation in reverse. The silence is about to be broken, whether you're with somebody right now or whether a person will communicate back to you. Okay? I feel even if it's them, they have not mastered their self, and you probably already know that. Okay? So you don't want to take a leap of faith back toward this person. You rather stay alone. Okay? Because you want to keep yourself or keep going toward the sense of innocence. Keeping yourself out of that different moralities and confusion and living beyond illusion, because it's right up close and personal and in your face. Okay? And you don't have the temperament right now to deal with it. So your key and your solution is to do your own sense of harmony and peace, to continue to balance yourself out, to master yourself, keep learning your own higher knowledge. The Page of Swords in reverse. Some of you continue to do research on what I'm talking about. Where these different legacies come from, where these different moralities come from. It's all over history book, the History Channel, all of those different things. Some of you could be looking up different religions, the background story of different moralities, different principles and dogmas. Originally, go look up how was marriage started. Okay, because it wasn't no preacher, if you want to go back to the Bible, that married Moses. Okay, it was a spiritual union. It's all these dogmas and moralities that came into the human aspect that started to be set for us as a tradition. And that's going to change for the future. The Magician in reverse. Somebody over manipulating their power, not understanding their own power, which is the power consists of you in your higher self, not in your 3D. Okay? King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody is over manipulating their love, emotions, and affections. It's like, if you don't do what I want you to do, or go by these certain rules or regulations or practices, or follow my sense of family values, this person will manipulate you. Okay? Or you're manipulating the situation. But right now, it's like the Knight of Pentacles, things are moving very slow. And it's because you're coming from one type of situation or effort or something that you were doing, and now you're moving on. See, there, Temperance again. You're moving on slowly to what you believe in and what is good for you. Something is very irritating to you and is bothering your emotions. This is also a new person that is coming to your life very slowly. But it's because it's still, that's why you're still single. That's why you're still needing to master something within and about your higher self before it could be a wish obtained. It's something that you need to release as a principle, something that you have been following or abiding by, that is connected to this 3D world, that you should change your mind on. Okay? Neptune. That idealization, it can be of a fairy tale marriage. Okay, there's no such thing. You can look at all the wedding books and the wedding channel, I Do, and all that stuff. All of that is idealization. It's man-made material and things to make you spend money, because this world is operated by money. Okay, don't be in an idealization about marriage. It's about the spiritual connection of it, not the 3D. So it's some confusion. It can be, like I said, if you're with this person right now, you're idolizing to be married or to live some type of fantasy, or to be in some type of idealistic relationship with this person. You're seeing this person with rose-colored glasses, or they're seeing you like this. Okay? But somebody is about to sacrifice, or you need to be prepared to sacrifice something. And it can be your freedom or your morals in order to be with this person. Main female in reverse. Do you want to become committed to this main female? Or does this male wants to be committed to you and make you the main female? For some of you, you're about to leave a relationship and become single. It's really what you wish to do. Okay, you feel like you have accomplished enough in love and that you want to be single right now. You're going to take it slow. You're going to move about it slow. Because you're tired of being not reciprocated when it comes to love and your effort as the Magician in reverse. And you're upset. You're communicating this out. You're very outspoken. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's going to come up for you. Now we have the Fox. You're thinking of a master plan. Okay? And yes, it is a song. Poverty. To get you out of this type of situation that's a recurring you in poverty, not just financially, but emotionally and morally. Okay, it's somebody, it flipped, journey, there you go. It's somebody around you that is doing some slick mess that you're going to find out about, and it's going to make you very upset. And whatever that is going to cause you to have to sacrifice and leave the relationship. You may sacrifice your home, your money, okay? Or maybe you spend a lot of money to travel toward this person, but you find out that they're doing some things behind your back. But what you're going to do as the Magician in reverse is find some other calculated way to leave this situation. Again, Venus being in Virgo. A lot of things are coming to detail to you right now about who you're dealing with as partnerships. It could be business or love. Okay? And the Sun in reverse. Some of you, you're going to make a trip toward somebody, or they're going to travel towards you. And it's going to be a huge conversation, a debate. Okay? This person may feel that, you know, or the outcome could be that you're not going to end up with this person. This could be an ex. They haven't healed. They haven't mastered their self. They still don't know where they're going, or they're coming still from a standpoint of poverty, whether it's physically, emotionally, and or financially. Okay. They also could be doing things or taking money from another female, okay, to come towards you. It's something that you're going to find out. Let me get something quickly on this, and then I'm going to go. I need to go ahead and start my errands for today. You may find out that this person is not going to lead you nowhere. Okay? And you're ready to separate. King of Cups in the upright. Whoever, this could be you or the person that you know. What is this? The Two of Wands in reverse. You know, it could be somebody that you know that is not making a decision about love. Okay? And they have been not showing you intentionally, keeping you out in the dark, or making you feel like the Five of Pentacles. Instead of coming towards you to make this as a happy situation, to turn you into their main female, or you make this other person your main female, you're about to make a choice when it comes to love. Like I said, Venus is going to make you make a choice. Either you're going to go and be with the person, or you're going to be alone and stay single. Okay, and continue to work on oneself. The Ace of Swords in reverse. You don't want to reconsider. You haven't talked to the person, or the communication, like I said, is coming up. Okay. Seven of Swords. Same thing as this fox here. The Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, and stealing, but it also could be self-sabotaging. Somebody may not want to, or still is not saying or their emotions and feelings. They're not communicating fully. And the communication is the key right now to mend and integrate and to come together and make a decision about this relationship. Page of Cups in reverse and Two of Wands in reverse. And the Hierophant again in reverse. Virgo. It's still some healing that either you or this other person needs to do or go through. Okay, and this is why they're not communicating. This is why they're not outspoken. You know, it's something about this situation that they need to look at regarding their collective consciousness or their sense of programming. But whatever it is, it's about to come out to the surface. You're analyzing it. You're starting to see. You're paying attention to the details. Okay? Do you still want to be a serving or a helpful person to this person? Do you want to entertain this person? A lot of you don't. Page of Cups in reverse. You're not emotionally invested right now. So this could be you as the Seven of Swords, where you're escaping. You're about to not self-sabotage yourself, and you're about to escape the situation. Okay? Some of you may not even tell this person you're leaving or wanting to separate. Or again, this could be the person you're thinking about, that this is what they're about to do. They're made a decision. Okay? Ace of Swords. But they haven't said anything. This also could be you finding out that this person has been sneaking around. Venus is going to point out those details to you in your relationship. Taking action. Enthusiastically embrace life boundless possibilities. You see how even the man on the card is escaping? Just like this. If this is somebody new and they haven't been embarking on a new adventure, if this is somebody new, you know, they need to take action. They need to speak their emotions. They need to say their emotions. They need to reconsider to talk and communicate with you and tell you what's up, or you're about to go. You finna take action yourself and leave the situation. Okay? Because you don't want to become this poverty. You're going to go on your own adventure. Okay, maybe you already did invest some type of love, time, or intimacy with this person already to some extent, but it was only as a page. Okay, and so now you're deciding if this is something that you want to continue. Will it lead to marriage? How much action should you put into the situation? If they're not talking or coming towards you, then, you know, that's not happiness. So this is why also you're the Temperance. You're still single right now. Should you, you know, do you want to become this person's main lady, but they're not acting like they want you to? So you're still taking everything very slow before you invest your love, time, and intimacy as the King of Cups in reverse. You're realizing also that, did I manifest this Magician in reverse? Because this is not what I was seeking to find out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the nail broke yesterday, and I haven't even had time to get off work to even do my Venus, okay, and to see about my nails. I appreciate it. All right, I think I held y'all long enough. You know, you look at the cards and I always show you the words. Go back, rewatch it, listen to what I said. You're your own spiritual insight, okay? Get the message that you need to get from your spiritual insight based off what I said. All of everything that I did say is not going to resonate or be for everybody, but it may be one or two messages that I did say that you're going to resonate with, and that you're going to get the insight and wisdom and enlightenment about it. Okay. Some of you that's waiting on communication, it's up to the other person to reconsider, to reach out or speak to you, or that's you that may need to reconsider and speak out to this person. Also, the communication can be from a job. It could be from a boss, an employer, a family member, a friend. It don't necessarily have to be about a lover. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.